y'all. Y'all already know who it is, period. Okay? Now, I want to do something a little bit different today. First of all, can we get into my nails really quick? I never got them this long before, and even when the man was doing them, I was a little skeptical, but I'm like, you only live once? That's what the little young bucks be saying. Oh, and can we get into my hair too? Do you want me to do a full spin? Okay, I got you. Wait a minute. I'm too much for my own guts. I want to do something a little bit different today. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be reviewing Baddies West, the latest episode. I'm not sure what number it is in this, in the series, but I'm going to tell you, by far, this is my favorite episode. Like, this was everything up until the end, but we gonna get into that. What makes this video different from all the others is that I am doing a mukbang. This, I got America's Best Wings. This is ghost pepper, get into it. Oh, it smells so good. And I got me a large fry. Okay, get into it. Now you don't have to see, or you're not going to see the container but you'll see the food as I'm eating it. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm not even a person that eats when. Oh, okay, I guess you'll see this container. I'm not a person that eats that talks when I'm eating. But today's going to be different, okay? So, I meant talk while food's in my mouth. That's what I meant. So, got that whip action. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get into Baddies West. All right. So, just going to do the highlights. I'm not one of those people who take you scene by scene and how it happened and all of that. I would need like a notebook or some sticky notes or something for all that. So, I'm gonna a little bit. So, it picks up where it left off with Stunner Girl and Razor getting into it on the jet. I didn't see any hands being thrown. All I saw was that Razor's wig was off her head. They did not, I don't think, maybe they didn't expect it to happen. I don't know why, because Stunner Girl's literally fought like every episode this season so far. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know why, because I'm like, girl. With the exception of Tommy and Rolly, because Rolly was gonna come for you regardless, so you just needed to be rated. Even though you didn't have no problem with her, you had to defend yourself. I don't really see why she just relax. Like literally, if she was not there, I can't say it wouldn't have been no altercations, because Krishan and Lo still fought, but that might have been the only fight. Everybody else was getting along. I'm not saying Stunner Girl a problem, but she certainly ain't the solution, okay? So, Razor's doing her drunken theatrics, just going buck nuts, just crazy. Yelling in everybody's face. I don't know how Lo does it, because, ma'am, I'm not saying I would have put my hands on her, but we would have been going back and forth for sure, because you're not about to be this close in my face screaming. I'm sure she was spitting. How aware could you be being as drunk as she was? It's no way she was thinking, don't spit on her. Yell in her face, but don't spit on her. She was just thinking, yell at her. I'm mad. Then she turns her attention to Scotty, who was sitting right beside her, who, they actually not made up, they're not friends, but they dropped it, She said something, I don't like you either. Why are you sitting beside me? I don't want her Let me tell y'all something. Ain't no way. The way she would have got red when she sobered up. Mm-mm. She would have wanted to leave the house because of me if it were me. I'm sorry. Because this is not gonna keep being a thing. You know? You get drunk, you act a fool, and then when you sober up, you're quiet as a mouse. No, ma'am. You will be called out. Okay? And I'm gonna be just as disrespectful to you as you were when you were drunk. I'm gonna have that same energy for you when you're sober, and let you know your excuse can't keep. It can't be I'm a grown woman. I'm gonna do what I want to do. No, ma'am. No, you can't. No, you can't. This is a business going on here. Yeah, it might be Ratchet TV, but you looking like a whole fool out here. Or you acting a whole fool, not looking like one, but you acting a fool, yelling in everybody's faces, and just cutting up, like, and not in a cute way. It's not even enjoyable. That's my whole thing. I'm like, you're not Judy from Bad Girls Club season 7, like getting drunk. I enjoyed her when she was drunk. She was entertaining. You are completely irate, when she gets belligerently drunk, she reminds me of a toddler when the parent says no, and they just start falling on the floor, throwing a tantrum. Imagine that child upright, like on their feet, and just throwing a tantrum, like just yelling and just I'm telling y'all. If y'all ever see the show or seen the show, if you've seen it, that's not a good look. I don't care what you do for a living. Now, Rolly was like, she's not the same person when she drank, and she's really cool when she's sober or whatever like that. She got businesses to lose. I'm like, she a boss? She's somebody's boss? I'm not saying CEOs or managers can't cut up, act out of character. You don't do it like that. You don't get on a TV show, a ratchet TV show at that, on a ratchet network. Black owned, of course. And you don't get on there and then, as a boss of businesses, get belligerently drunk and just get your wig snatched. You're fighting willy-nilly. She the only one who's acted crazy while they drunk. Not even Judy carried herself with class on the first season of Baddies, or when they went to ATL. Judy wasn't even sloppy. Christina, who used to have a drug problem, wasn't even sloppy. Razor is too pretty for that. Like, child. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. What else happened? So, Kat, Rolly, Tommy, Biggie, excuse me, DJ Sky. Was that all that was on the Sprinter? Yeah. So in the last episode, I'm gonna say fake robbed the store, but there's no way y'all really robbed it. And they got it on camera. Like, I'm talking about Zeus cameras, not the security footage. Yeah, so they're still in the Sprinter on the way to, where was it? It's not Vegas, because Vegas was the first stop. They went to, I don't remember. But they were on the road somewhere to the next city after Vegas. And Kat started opening up about, things she went through with losing somebody very close to her during due to COVID. And she got really emotional, and Rolly got emotional. She talked about how she battles with the depression, and she basically smokes weed to like keep herself calm, keep herself happy, just she don't want to think about it, And it was really interesting to watch her specifically open up because, whenever she's going toe to toe with someone verbally, she says like the most hurtful things. Like, I'm talking lowest of the low. It's a guy, from Bobby I Love You Purr's dating show on Zeus. He has, allegedly he has cancer. And she'll say stuff like, he about to die, or, bringing up chemo, and just in the most like nastiest way to just hurt them. And I'm like, she is like the true definition of hurt people. I don't think that's cool. I never thought low blowing was cool. I don't personally do it. I ain't gotta go that low. But I'm verbally skilled like that. I don't have to go that low to get to you. Trust me. I can say nothing and get to you. So people always want to rise out of me, child. They be trying as they might. I don't be paying people no mind, really. Not really. You know what I like about America's Best Wing fries? They don't drown them in salt. They taste just like potatoes. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have any salt on them at all, for real. It tastes just like potatoes. And I don't know. I've never been one of those people, because there's some people out here, and no shade, I'm just saying, there's some people out here who have to have sauce with their fries. Most of the time, I don't have sauce with my fries. And I don't know. It's not like it's just a preference. It's not like I don't want that with that, or that can't be on that. No, it's not one of the, it's just a preference. I don't know. Like, it's not like if I'm getting fast food or something, which I really like backed up. Like, I haven't gotten this, like not this specifically, but I haven't gotten fast food, like fried food, since last Sunday. If I go on the line and they ask me, "Oh, do you want any sauce?" Which, let's talk about that real quick. Because they're supposed to ask you every time you get something that many people do get sauce with, or just anything, I guess. I think not everybody do that. I don't think I did that when I worked in fast food, which was all of 5 minutes. I couldn't, that wasn't my thing. But so then, something funny I noticed. It actually wasn't funny. It was honestly a cop out. Tommy was acting as a sponge in that moment, and I say sponge because literally, Rolly, Cap, DJ Sky, and Biggie shared. Tommy felt as though because she was on Love and Hip Hop and she shared, that she didn't need to share in that moment. Girl, just because you talked about stuff that happened when it happened, doesn't mean you have to like clam up, encourage us to open up and justify it by saying, this ain't about me, this about y'all. You're here, so share. Because you all up in our business, basically. And she the one who encouraged them to talk. I ain't really like that. I mean, but truth be told, if she was just gonna say the same thing, you right. It's not about you, just don't even say nothing, child. I done heard it. We get it. You got family problems and we get it. Not dismissing how serious that is, because trust me, I know. So it's crazy because it was so opposite on the sprinter. They're getting all emotional. They're bonding as women, and on the private jet, which is very crammed, might I add. It was like, I'm like, how tight is the budget, Lumel? Or is the budget not tight and this is really not a jet built for all y'all girls? Because I'm like, excuse me, when I think private jet, I'm thinking roomy, lavish, luxury, top shelf liquor, you know, like money. Not what they gave. Like it was kind of like they was like shoulder to shoulder. I'm like, why y'all this close? Is it for a good camera shot or something? Like, what's the tea? It was peace on the sprinter and chaos on the private jet. And speaking of the sprinter, it's the close quarters for me. I'm like, have y'all never heard of a party bus? A party bus with a pole in it got more room than what they've been doing. I'm like, again, Lumel, how tight is the budget? I'm like, loosen the reins a little bit. I mean, we like to have our little, this ain't no orgy. We don't need to be this close, you know? But then, you know, it goes to a scene where they're finding their rooms. They finally get to the house. This house is beautiful, beautiful. Of course, it's always a room with bunk beds. I'm like, are y'all trying to provoke a problem? Because even Bad Girls Club, you might have had a roommate, but every girl had their own bed. You know, like not a bunk bed, like a child. Like that's, come on. The people who had a bunk bed was DJ Sky, Biggie, and Scotty. And I'm like, how do you decide who doesn't get a bunk bed? How do you decide that? Is it the people in the least amount of drama? Who you don't feel bring anything to the show? Is that what it is? So they can turn up finally? You feel like they've been chilling too long? I bet you I'm on to something. So, or could it be they know you're capable of turning up and you haven't turned up, so they're gonna give you the small room so you have something to say and, you know, provoke a problem, you know, yeah. Get the wheels going. So then you have a scene where Stunner Girl and Kat are basically walking up the driveway, because I'm like, I highly doubt they're gonna let you guys beyond this gate and just go off on your own, please. So they're walking up the driveway, and Kat's basically trying to get Stunner Girl to tell her what happened on that PJ. Like, why did you race her? And Stunner Girl was basically saying the same thing she said before. You know, she was like, hey, she was yelling in my face. She got snatched up. The end. Now, My opinion of none of the girls since the first episode has changed. What I like about this cast is they're pretty consistent. Well, first of all, okay, wait. First episode, I wasn't really feeling Biggie like that because I felt like she was, doing a lot on the bus. But she's one of my favorites now for sure. I like Stunner Girl. I always gravitate toward the underdog. And Stunner Girl seems like she's the most hated, basically. Like the girls could just kind of like tolerate her. She's just like there like the furniture. Which is why she's probably gonna be brought back for next season, to be honest with you, if she wants to do it. Stunner Girl just does not seem like the sisterly sorority girl type, like to bond with other women, like how they were doing on the Sprinter. Stunner Girl does not strike me as that type of girl at all. And it's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but it's like everybody just has like, they're just there for something. I feel like everybody's there for like separate reasons, even if it's on the same topic. Like, let's say you're there for clout and money. How much clout and how much money, And Krishan ain't even there at all. I'm like, where is my good sis? What are you doing? That girl said she in LA. I'm like, are you barefoot and pregnant and you're following your husband or your boyfriend who's in the army and you have to travel like all over like, why are you, like, you don't have to follow him everywhere. Like, you signed up to be on this show. You're in. How are we seeing you more in the intro of the show than we're seeing you on the actual show? Make it make sense. I'm like, girl, you might as well just give up your spot and let somebody else come up in here. You clearly don't want to be here. You don't. And to be honest with you, if Natalie's only reason for bringing DJ Sky was to watch Krishan, okay, Krishan's in LA. So why are you still here? I'm confused. But Stunner Girl was basically saying, in that same conversation with Kat, she said in her confessional, she was like, basically she wants her to go and mingle with the other girls. You keep separating yourself because of me. Like, go spread your wings. Like, you don't feel like you have to be like restricted to just being around me. That's what it's really seeming like, to be honest, with Kat. Excuse me. And I'm like, it's giving when she was on her season of Bad Girls Club season 5 Miami, when she clung to Kristen and Morgan. They were the underdogs as well, which is why it's not unexpected for me, at least. I don't care who she hang out with. But we're going to speed it along. Fast forward to the end. They come together. It's time to pay the girls. Natalie got, like, to me, very little money for, like, what? 10 girls? How many of them was it? Stunner, Biggie, Rolly, DJ Sky, Krishan, Scotty, Kat, Lo, Stunner Girl, Tommy, and Natalie. 11 girls. Okay, what I say, 9, 10? Very little money. So basically, they start talking about like how they feel like some people, like Rolly said, I feel like as a performer I should get paid more because I'm performing. I'm not just up there dancing, twerking, getting the crowd hype, like being a hype man basically. I'm actually performing. I feel like I should get paid more. Tommy said the same thing. Lo and Cat, well, Lo basically, Lo mostly, excuse me, was like, basically we should get paid the same. We're all cast members, and Tommy was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I am not a cast member. I am a producer. I'm not the talent. I'm not the talent, okay? She was like, had to check her real quick, because she like, hold. Because you're doing a whole lot of this, and you don't even know what you're talking about. I am not a cast member. I am a producer. Just like Natalie's not a cast member, she's the executive producer. Same over here. Do not confuse the two. Now, my opinion, y'all are already getting a separate check. Producer credits, you're already getting a separate check. Allegedly. I would like to assume. So that conversation seemed petty, but maybe they're not getting the second check, and maybe that's all maybe. I don't know. Because some people say Zeus paying well, then you have conversations like this that come up and it make me question, are they? Now, I thought it was a little confusing to me. Tommy kept referring to herself as a special guest. I'm like, in what way? Tommy, you're not Lil' Kim. You're certainly not even in the same arena, state, universe as Beyonce, Whitney Houston, or Michael Jackson. So what do you mean you're a special guest? Personally, going based off of the first performance that Tommy did, I did not feel like she can rap at all. Take pictures, do your fashion thing. The body is banging. Okay? Do that. That's your lane. Rapping? No. No. Before they even got into it about the money, Lo had just up and said, I don't mind performing. My song's not finished. You shouldn't finish that statement. The second you said my song is not finished, you should have stopped and didn't finish your statement. How are you going to perform a song at a pace? I can't even get it together. She couldn't get it together either. That's why the song wasn't finished. How are you going to get up on a stage, a paid-for performance, and perform a song that's not finished? What you going to do when you get to the part that cut off? What you going to do? Pass the mic? No, ma'am. This is not Showtime at the Apollo. No. You're not doing that. Natalie was like, we already unprofessional enough. We're not going to have you get up on stage and sing no half songs. No, ma'am. Not tonight. Not on this show. They made it clear to Scotty. They was like, hey, we need you in the booth, not on the stage. Not tonight. And I'm like, okay, well, Tommy, we need you doing something else, because you can't. Listen, my opinion, I don't think she can rap. I don't think that is a talent that she was blessed with. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the music. That's it. That's all. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. I don't like the music. What I heard was trash. See, I was giving constructive criticism, but now I'm being mean. All right, so now, all right. So then, Tommy started yelling at Lo, so trying to sun her, and Kat had stepped in and she was like, "We're talking about the," what she said? "We're talking about the event," or something like that she said, as far as like, you know, the getting paid part. And then Tommy gets up, like she about to do something, kick off her shoes. Now you know she's about to do something. Walking toward Lo or Kat, or Lo and Kat, I don't know. I'm like, are you sure that's wise? See, did you not see Cat season? But they continue to sit down. Because one thing about it, they'll let you fight on Bad Girls Club, but they'll stop you before you get to a person on Love and Hip Hop. That's the difference. So they already know the security coming. They like, ain't no need of me getting up, trying to fight this girl. The security child, Tommy could barely even get to the table that was separating them. She could barely even walk up to the table without the big security just hopping on her. Yeah, I did really good because normally I would get like $20 wings, but when you know better, you do better. So I only got 5. Praise God for progress, like for real. I'm trying to like eat what I want, but do it responsibly. And these Ghost Pepper wings is winging. They winging. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yeah, then it cut off. And it picked back up with Natalie just putting it to a vote. She was like, hey, if you feel like you should get paid more, people who performers should get paid more, raise your hand. I'm like, how old are y'all? Like, how? Child, this is not a board meeting. These are cast members. They don't get no vote. Y'all paying them. That's what y'all decide. Anyway, Krishan finally makes another appearance to the house after cutting up and then making up with Lo. And she performed at the club too and killed it. Now, even though she performed that same song, "It's a Vibe All the Time," which is a bop. I didn't like it at first, but you know how like you don't like a song and then you keep hearing it. I'm telling y'all, when the Renaissance, Beyonce's soundtrack, what is a CD? But her soundtrack hit YouTube, I was on it, like white on rice. Went through each one of the songs. I didn't listen to it the whole thing. I listened to just enough. And when I tell you I did not like one song, then all of a sudden 2 out of the ones I listened to hit the radio. You bring the soul. That one. And what's the other one? Do you see it? I don't know the words. Do you know? The one that was on TikTok and was, you know, went viral. I can't get enough of those 2 songs now. I'm like, but that's how it be like that sometimes. Like, not for every song. Now, some songs you don't like, you just ain't never gonna like. But some songs you won't like when you first listen to it, and then when the radio just keep on playing it in your ear constantly, and you just can't escape it. Child. And I know y'all was thinking this whole time, why is he eating a fork? Not eating a fork. Eating chicken and fries with a fork. Cause I'm feeling cute right now. My hair cute. I just got my nails done. Let me live. Everything is shaved, and I do mean everything is shaved, okay? Get into it. Everything is shaved, if you know what I mean. I can't. But anyway, Krishan pops up at the house and she speaks to Stunner Girl and they seem to understand each other. So what happened after that? Was it a fight? I don't think so. No. Wait. Something did happen. Oh, I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was a fight though. But I wanted to talk to y'all about something real quick because, you know, my plan all week, for a while now, yeah, I'm gonna say all week, was to go see Scream 6 today, right? Now, I wanted to go to the matinee. It is probably in the hour of 1 o'clock right now. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I've only been doing this video for 35 minutes now, so it's gotta be like 1:30 right now. Or like somewhere around there. I did not go because I found out who the killers are. Now I'm not gonna spoil it, just in case you wanna go see it. I found out who the killers are and I was disappointed. Not because of who they are, but because of their connection to another movie. I'm not gonna say which one, but another one. I don't like it. I felt like that being the sequel to a remake, or I don't know if that's what you call it. You know, they did call it Scream, you know, and not Scream 5 or whatever. Excuse me. I felt like the ride is probably going to be more entertaining. Now, to know me is to know that I love murder mysteries. Love them, you know? It's for the ride and especially to figure out who done it and why. Love them. Scream always really appeared to just not be scary to me. Y'all didn't need to see that, but it happened. All right, so I'm gonna put it to you like this. I was not about to go and spend basically what, like $15? Now, I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, so how I found out who the killers are, I simply went to Google. It's already on Google. Now, because I was contemplating, like right before I went to bed, I was like, do I want to go see it? Do I not want to go see it? The plan was to go get my nails done and then go to the movies. I was like, no. So after I decided I wasn't going, at least for the moment, I went back to Google and I was like, let me see what Killers is. Then I was like, oh, I don't know why I keep looking to be shocked. I want to. The only two killers that shocked me throughout the whole franchise: Mrs. Loomis and Mickey from literally Scream 2. Everybody else, with the exception of Jill Roberts, she wasn't predictable. She wasn't. But I wasn't that shocked. You did not see Mrs. Loomis coming. You did not even know that that's who that was. That was like the best twist in the whole franchise, if you ask me. I know who's gonna live and who's gonna die. Now, when it is free to watch, I will watch it. No, I know you're probably thinking, well, maybe you would went to go see it if you didn't look it up on the internet. No, you're wrong. Now, before COVID, there was a big rumor going around that my favorite movie theater had an infestation. That's what we're gonna call it. And I was like, oh no. So the last movie I saw in the theater was probably either Us with Lupita or the Aladdin with Will Smith. Whenever that came out, do your math, I don't know. Ain't been a long time. Going to the movies used to be not a hobby, because I never went regularly, but I used to really enjoy going to the movies. It's just not the same now. But when I do finally watch Scream 6, I'm going to come back, I'm gonna give my review, and I'm also going to rank Scream, the original through 6, favorite going on, and I already know it's probably gonna be 2. 2 has reigned supreme all these years. Like 2, I could go back and watch back to back to back to back to back to back to back. 3 is kind of boring, but I love the whole brother angle. I wish they would have, I don't know, like savored that. I feel like that twist, first of all, I did not like that it was, what I really want is, without giving anything away, I'm just saying what I want. I want a Scream movie to happen, and I want the killer or killers to be someone who has not gotten one single scene, like without the mask, somebody we do not know, who's not connected to nobody. And I want the reason to be bananas. I don't know. Go to the drawing board, figure it out. I know y'all can do it. I don't know y'all can do it because of, what I found out, but okay. Am I gonna have to get a fork to eat this chicken? It's a little rough and tough, the skin. But yeah. Food ever be so good you start dancing? I used to do that when I used to drink Hawaiian punch. Especially when it's nice and cold, you just I used to be up here twerking. Alright. So y'all, I didn't even introduce and say what I was doing. Did I say I was doing a mukbang? It'll be in the title. Okay. Get into it. But that's what I was doing. This is my first time doing this. As you very well know, if you've been a A1 day one, you already know I've never done a mukbang. I never spoke on why. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't do it. But I felt like, why not? Never did it. Why not? So, now that that's done, I done finished all my fries, child, with the exception of like 4. I don't know. I always like French fries more than anything else, and I always eat my fries first. Maybe because when they get cold, it's not giving, So, child, my sinus is acting up now. I'm eating this hot chicken, this ghost pepper, child. Alright. That is the end of my first mukbang. I might do another one. This wasn't too bad. I don't know if I felt like I was going to be uncomfortable. Maybe that's why I never did it. I don't know. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. Notifications on. I always saying that fast. So you know every time I post a video. Okay? Make sure you share. I'm gonna go viral in 2023. I don't know from doing what, but Javon finna go viral, period. Okay? We finna speak that into existence. Okay? Make sure y'all stay safe and stay sane.